I know there's more to life than just music for you. So to us, another album was a given. Was there ever a time when you're like, man, you know, I move, like you say, in an organic way, in a different way, perhaps to other artists?
I feel like in the beginning, I felt like every album was mandatory, like, you know what I mean? Like this, like, oh, every album. But when you think about time, you can't really take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to treat every album like it's the last thing you could ever say, if you get what I'm saying. Like, so I treat every song I put out now, everything I put out is like as if this is what I got to say. Like, this is my piece. You feel me? Like, this is what I have to tell y'all. Like, and if it makes sense, then it makes sense. If not, then I ain't really pressed to, you know, God just blessed me to be in a position where, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can really just do this in the best way. You feel me? In the most purest way. Like, even just learning from mistakes or like, you know what I'm saying? Even just record my recording process or whatever. Like, I could do it in the purest of ways because it's not no pressure on me per se. Like, people may put pressure on themselves to see me, but I don't have to put pressure on myself to be seen by people, if that makes sense.
What's good? It's TimelessRoc with TR Mentality, man. Before we get into the video, make sure y'all own your own shit. Let's get into the intro. In this clip, we got Roddy Ricch talking about why he don't drop albums just like everybody else. His whole process to creating an album is completely different. He don't put a lot of pressure on himself and try to rush to put it out just because everybody around him is saying, yo, put out the album. Yo, put out the album. You need to hurry up and put out an album. We already spoke on what fans can do to you in this industry, man. Sometimes they could push you to make a bad move. And that's why it's so important to just stick to your gut feelings and just move off however you feeling. Don't let nobody tell you anything. Just whatever feels right, you go ahead and do that and just move that way. And you'll always feel right. But if it was the wrong move, at least you know it was a choice that you made from yourself and it wasn't just forced and pushed onto you by other people or, you know, what other people wanted you to do. He also was speaking about how he got established in his career where he doesn't have to force anything musically. He able to just go in the studio and be free and just make the music he want to make because he already put in a lot of that grunt work and a lot of that hard work from the beginning. He spoke on how when he first started the music, he felt like every drop was mandatory. And that's something as upcoming artists, we face that same situation every single day where it's like, you know, we got to be consistent. We just spoke on it in the last video, the Tory Lanez video, whereas upcoming artists, you got to be consistent. And we also put a lot of pressure on ourselves to be great because we got to set a first impression. Our first impression got to be the best that we can possibly bring. So a lot of the time we put a chip on our shoulder that ain't even necessary. We starting to hear this from a lot of established artists where they feel like they don't have the pressure and they get to just create freely. And it got me thinking, man, why as upcoming artists, who said that we can't feel the same way? Who said that we can't move freely and not be so stressed out about it? One of the biggest things I think is obviously because we want to take care of our family. We want to make a sustainable living. But at the end of the day, man, music is music, man. You just got to make it how you make it. And as we always say, the right people gonna gravitate to it and the wrong people not. If you agree on what I'm talking about, make sure you go ahead and drop a like on the video. Let me know down in the comment section your thoughts on this video and what you took from it. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe for your boy. And I'm out of here, man.
Last night had about 4 bitches with me sipping up. Told her bring all the friends through. I can't trust no love. Pockets got me sitting pretty on my loan. I've been running for like 10 years. Fuck all my exes. I be flexing till I see